Good evening. I'm very honored to be here today with you guys tonight, and I would like to tell you a little story about myself that many graduates here today can relate to. About 10 years ago, Anthony came to James Lake Middle School to recruit young sixth graders, to then called Bayfun, and I was one of those students that heard the presentation. Before that moment, I hadn't put real thought into my future. It seemed like very far away, and I was only concentrating on graduating from high school since my father hadn't graduated from high school in his home country. That to me seemed like a very big goal for my family and I to achieve. However, Anthony made it sound like graduating from college would be an even bigger and better goal to have. Even though I was young, I understood that my family had made many sacrifices in order to better themselves socially and economically. My parents are both from Mexico. They married and immediately afterwards immigrated to the United States in search of the American dream. They knew they wanted to have a family and wanted to give their children a better opportunities than the ones that they were offered in their hometown. First Graduate seemed to be the place to facilitate these opportunities. I applied, was accepted, and was welcomed with open arms to an amazing community. Throughout middle school and high school, twice a week, I was tutored during the year. And during the summers, I had summer school that really helped me get prepared and ahead for the upcoming school year. We had high school teachers who reinforced our skills that we had learned the past year. Every Friday, we had no classes and instead had day activities, like bowling or career day. Career day was eye-opening for me because I learned about what kind of jobs a college degree could get me. My dad works at a Mexican restaurant, and my mom is in sales at a small party supply company. I never had the opportunity to see what a headquarter office looked like, with the sleek turnstiles at the entrance and security. It seemed like an innocent field trip, but to me, it opened my eyes to see that there are really different work environments. By freshman year of high school, I knew I wanted to study somewhere far away from home and wanted to attend liberal arts college because I didn't want to have the conventional studies. Sophomore year, I realized that I wanted to study abroad at some point during my college career. Junior year, I decided to go to school in New York City because I knew I was a city girl, loved fashion, and wanted to be in a place that never sleeps. During junior and senior year, my class and I basically lived in the first graduate office. We were either prepping for the SATs, the ACTs, drafting our personal statements, essays, figuring out the Common App portal or FAFSA. I applied to 15 schools, and all were at least a faraway drive from home. I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without First Graduate because I was in the public school system and my parents had absolutely no clue how to apply to college. I didn't really have anybody else to rely on besides First Graduate and my mentor. I finished all my college applications before my winter break of senior year, and in the spring, I just waited for those acceptance letters and financial aid packages to arrive. I must say the most stressful part of the whole process was the last 2 weeks before May 1st, because I had to choose which college I would attend in the fall, what our high school seniors are facing right now. Well, I thought I'd survive the toughest part of my college journey. Attending college was a whole new ballgame. On August 15th, 2012, my family dropped me off at SFO with a one-way ticket to New York City, and that was the turning point of my life. I was an enrolled freshman at the new school in New York City, a city I had previously never been to and had only seen in the movies. And I would like to mention that thanks to the Keras Foundation and the Hervis family for selecting me as a Promise Scholar through First Grad, I was able to have the economic support I needed. I moved 3,000 miles away from home And even though I had achieved my goal of attending college far away from home, I quickly realized that it would be the toughest challenge during my college experience. Nevertheless, instead of making myself feel homesick, I focused on what was in front of me and wanted to take advantage of everything around me. I wanted to be present in the moment, and I thought to myself, I have worked way too hard. Many people back home are counting on me and unconditionally supporting me. I cannot give up. It's not an option. I believe it made me stronger because it forced me to get out of my shell, and I met new people and I tried new things, leading me to grow as a person in every possible way. And I didn't stop there. During my sophomore year spring semester, I had the amazing opportunity to fulfill my study abroad goal. I flew to Granada, Spain, and learned so much of my Hispanic heritage. I took classes with other university Spanish students and indulged in tapas in the afternoon. I fell in love with the culture and learned that I really love to travel. But I think that the most satisfying thing about this challenge was probably coming back to my hometown, San Francisco, and reflecting on how much I've grown as a person during my time away, and how I wanted to share my experience with my family. Even though they had not physically been there with me, they experienced it through me. Seriously, my mom called every other day demanding a full recap of what was happening. Throughout my college years, First Graduate has been adamant about the importance of experiences and internships. I'm currently interning with the Creative Production Services team at Alice & Olivia, a women's wear fashion brand. I love my internship and have decided to look for a job opportunity in the same realm. First Graduate is a nonprofit organization that opens doors to students like me, gives us the opportunity to think about our futures at a young age, and helps us be the first in our family to attend and graduate from college. Before this program, I was completely clueless about what I really wanted to do when I grew up. First Graduate helped me shape and realize all my dreams. I am proud to stand here in front of you and say that I will be the first in my family to graduate from college this May and will receive a degree in Culture and Media Studies with a double minor in Hispanic Studies and Fashion Communication. And I'm sure that the rest of the graduates here feel the same way. I just don't know how else to express how grateful I am for First Graduate than to just say thank you for everything. Your time, the commitment you make to each student, and most of all, believing in us. Si se pudo.